Hi, I want to go to port for ferry to Ross Island. Okay, how much kitna?
50 rupees.
50 rupee. Okay. So hello and welcome to a new video here in the Andaman Islands. We are now going to go to an island called Ross Island in order to explore a little bit of what the British had done on this island, as well as go see some of the Japanese buildings, as it was taken over by the Japanese during World War II.
And to end off, we're gonna go and climb to the top of a lighthouse on North Bay.
So if you have not watched our previous episode, we have come here to the islands of India, known as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It's just off the coast of Malaysia, and we've been exploring this place a little bit, but today we're gonna take a boat. This city is currently the city of Port Blair, but we're now on our way to the port to catch a ferry. Whoever thought we'd be on an island in India? It's crazy. We're hoping to catch one of these ferries to Ross Island, and there is Ross Island there. So I think here we are by the port. Hi.
Hi, sir. Go to island, Ross Island.
Ross Island, yes.
Okay.
When people approach you like that, you already know, tourists probably gonna get a little bit of a scam. Hopefully not. Alright.
One island, yes, two island.
I want to go to Ross Island and then North Island.
North Island?
Yeah, the north.
Okay.
How much?
770 per head. Up and down.
Oh no, that's not expensive, eh?
Use one quantal.
But let me finish here first. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So our host has actually given us a price, because we spoke to him about going to this island, and he's the one that recommended it. And he says locals should pay roughly about 400. So that's the kind of price that we're looking for. So how much per person?
770 per
No, not 770.
Okay, rate is
I know is like 300, 400 per person.
300 is single island, Ross and not there.
What's that?
Single island is Ross Island,
Yeah.
370. Up and down. You go to Ross Island, 770.
And how long does it take to Ross Island?
Ross Island is 1 hour time stay.
1.5 hour?
Ross Island.
Yeah?
North Bay are 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay.
4 o'clock is return.
4 o'clock coming back, eh?
Come back, yeah.
Oh, okay. So the whole trip. So if we're going to Ross Island, it's only going to be 1.5 hours. But if we're going to go to both, it's going to be about 3 hours. I see the board over here is busy saying North Bay Island, and then the Ross Islands is 770 per person.
So I guess that's just the standard price, right?
Looks like it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we go with him, hey?
Boat name? Travesty 2.
Travasiku boat name.
Boat.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dhanyavad. So the reason we're going to go and visit Ross Island is because this was actually where the headquarters of where the British used to stay during the exile of the freedom fighters from India. So they had the prison built here on the island here by Port Blair, and then they stayed on Ross Island. So there's a lot of ruins, and there's also a Japanese bunker that we want to go and check out.
From World War II.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Japanese did take over from the British back then. So there's so much history in these islands, which I think a lot of people don't know about, and we didn't even know about. So it's nice to go and explore and figure out the history of the Andaman Islands here in India.
But if you can see here, all the boats just parked here. And can you actually believe that this is India?
We're in India. I'm still like
Mind blown.
like we're actually on an island in India. Like I think very little people know that India has an island so far away from India that it's so close to Malaysia. It's crazy. Oh,
Jacket? Okay. I think they're going to be giving us some life jackets. Got my life vest. And these are possibly the boats that we're going to be going on.
I'm sure that the British also used to get via boat from one island to the other island. I wonder if they actually have a boat maybe on an island that we can see. That would be like 100 years old.
That would be cool.
Oh, hey, we're on the boat. So to Ross Island we go. Here we are on the ocean of India.
It still doesn't feel like India. I feel like I'm in Thailand or Bali somewhere.
So down there is North Bay. Over there, and that is where we're gonna go towards the lighthouse right after we've gone to Ross Island. So the prison that we see is actually right over there. So if anybody tried to escape the prison, if you saw in our last video, they'd have to swim out here, either between the lighthouse or between Ross Island. So they'd always be spotted and would not be able to escape easily.
And if they didn't get spotted, they would either drown because they would have nowhere to swim to, and if they escaped to the jungle area, that's when the Aboriginal tribes were, so they would actually get killed by them. So there was absolutely no way of escaping this island.
What's fascinating about one of the islands off the Andaman is that there's an island called North Sentinel. Now no one is allowed to go there because there's a certain tribe that is there, and if you go there you'll get killed. Apparently there's been stories of a journalist or a missionary that went there and like bribed a fisherman to take him there, and the Aboriginals or the tribe actually took him and killed him. So people stay away from that island. The army also protects that island, and what's also interesting is that they're not actually used to the diseases of the world. So if people like us go to that island and maybe give them like a small cold, they could actually die from that because their bodies are not used to it.
But it's absolutely mind-blowing to think that there's an island out there in 2023 that is still completely undiscovered, and the people are almost living like bushmen.
150 we come back.
150, 50, 150, 50.
150. Okay. 1 hour. Thank you. Alright, so we're here by the island and we have 1 hour to explore it before we hop back on the boat to North Bay. Oh, it's like a jacket, eh?
Okay, thank you. Sorry guys.
150 we come back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So here we are on the islands of where the British used to stay during their rule of India. Palm trees. Palm trees always give you island vibe feels.
Namaste.
Namaste. I don't think they're going to have a guide here either. And because you don't have signal, we can't research a lot, but we know a little bit. We'll try and remember as much as we can.
But as we enter, here's the Japanese bunker. So basically, the Andamans was ruled by the British for some time, and then during World War II the Japanese took over, and before they surrendered they built all of the bunkers here.
Wow, this is extremely tight. Like check, if I stand, I can't stand straight.
I don't think it was because they were short people. I think it was built low so that on firing people couldn't reach them, right?
I have no idea, maybe Japanese were short back then.
No, you gotta keep low, otherwise you're gonna be spotted by the enemy and the enemy's gonna blast you. You can barely see though. You
Yeah.
can see a little bit out.
This is kind of the view that they had. Very, very small. Hi. Is this like an ice cream?
Yeah,
It's good.
it's good.
It's very good, eh? What's it called?
It's just called kulfi.
Oh, kulfi. Kulfi. Can I have two?
Thank you. Dhanyavad. Oh wow, he keeps it in like this metal tin, and he's put the ice cream in, and he's got a bucket full of ice, and now when we ask for one he opens it up, puts a stick inside, and we got our ice cream.
Ah,
Dhanyavad.
that's
That
pretty
looks
awesome, eh?
Oh, yummy. Oh my goodness. It's like caramel galore.
This is basically a caramelized in caramel with caramel inside.
It almost tastes like the caramel treat. It's called treat and you get it in a tin. It almost tastes like that.
I don't know if it's homemade because it's got like little pieces inside. Oh well. Leanne's struggling to eat this.
It's like melting so quickly.
So this island, as you said earlier, is where the British people stayed during their reign of India, and this is the area where they kind of just inhabited.
They lived on this
They lived on this island while the prisoners were on the other island.
Yeah.
And during World War II, when the Japanese came here, they actually came and got rid of all the British and took completely over. They destroyed some of the buildings, so there is quite a bit of ruins here on this island. but we are hoping to like see some of the buildings, or the British buildings, and as well as Japanese buildings like we've seen the bunker already.
Bunkers, yeah.
Oh.
Apparently there's a church here, there's some of the houses that are left here, a printing mill. So yeah, it would be cool to see all the ruins. And what's really cool about this island is that since the British left in 1941, so just before the Japanese invaded, nobody has actually lived on this island since. And here you can actually see some of the ruins that were on this island.
You can see by the sign it says there was the printing press and the powerhouse. Now this is what the island looks here on Ross Island. One of the first parts of India that gained its independence. Here's a powerhouse. Check, the tree is actually growing in it and completely wrapped around. That is crazy. I've never seen nature take over a building like it has this one. I mean, one of the walls is completely a tree. That's crazy.
And judging by how tall this tree is, this has been left for years and years and years. Like we said, no one's inhabited this island since the British left.
There we have a water distilling plant. Very old, we're gonna go check that out. But here's a pool. That's probably where the British used to swim.
Oh, and it's still got water in it.
Yeah, that's probably from rain. But here's a board that states, a small swimming pool was constructed on the northern edge of the island and was immensely popular with members of the exclusive settlement club. It was filled by seawater during high tide and used to get cleared during low tide. Swimming pool had anti-shark netting. Jeesh. So this thing has actually got, what I'm looking at, it's almost the same level as the sea, to be honest. And over there is like the water can flow out in and out. So this water would rise when the water rises and would drop down when the water dropped.
It's a very clever system, actually.
So this was actually a saltwater pool. And here we have the water distillery plant. And once again, nature has completely got on hold of it. You can see the old machinery from the early 1800s completely left here to rust. How crazy cool is this? I'm standing in a building that used to be working 100 years ago, and now there's barely anything left of it. It's just swallowed up by nature.
These are actually boilers, or were actually boilers. So they would actually take water and boil it in here, and they felt the need that they needed to have fresh water because there were a lot of waterborne diseases and malaria, and a lot of infants and people died from that during the early days of inhabitants. So they felt that they needed to make these boilers and to have clean water.
So basically in here they'd make the fire, and then on this side would be the water. That's a lot of water.
It's a lot of water. But can you imagine how many people must have been staying on this island at one time? It's a bakery.
Even had a bakery for some bread. So I think this area was kind of like the industrial area, eh?
It looks
Or not like the industrial, but like the town. Because there's the cafe, here's a bakery, the water distillery with the pools, the powerhouse, the printing press. So this here where all the deers are living was the town. So they have these pathways for us to walk on, which is taking us like around the island. And as we walk, we're passing some of the ruins. I mean, look at this. This was the administration office. Here again, this is swallowed up by nature. All just swallowed up and collapsing. You can see these pillars are no longer holding the bricks up.
This was a gigantic building back in its day, I'm sure.
There seemed to be like a courtyard of some sort. And you can see it's completely collapsed, either destroyed by earthquakes or by the Japanese.
I'm just trying to picture how this room looked like all those years ago.
You can actually see by the tall windows that the ceiling was super high. So this was a small room, probably had shelves. I don't know if this is new or old, but it probably had shelves all the way to the top of the ceiling. And this is maybe like where they kept all the books, as it is the administration building. It is incredible. I think the feeling that sits with you when coming to such places is not really what happened here, but for me it's kind of like that people were actually living here. This was once a beautiful, beautiful place where people came and they went and they did their daily chores regardless of what it was, and it's just been completely destroyed. All that history and significance just all gone.
Here's a picture of how it actually looked back in the day. You can just see how gigantic the buildings were on this island and how luxury life was here in contrast to what the Cellular Jail was and how people experienced life over there.
I think we could have actually taken one of these buggies around the island. But instead we decided to walk.
Getting some exercise in, seeing as we've been sitting on our butts and editing lately. But it is really, really hot here. Wow. But look in front of me, there's actually the church. I think it was called the St. Andrew's Church in front of us. Wow.
There's more buildings here that have been completely destroyed. You can see here was the staircase.
All the foundations there. And I'm sure this path led to other buildings around there. It must have been such a pretty community back in the day. Chief Commissioner Bungalow is also down there. So we'll make our way down there now. But let's go look at this church. So we're walking up now to the church. And you can clearly see that it was a church because it's got the high pitched roof and then all of these narrow windows where I can imagine stained glass was there. If you see here, this is how it used to look back in the day. But this was the Presbyterian church by the sounds of it. Wow.
Just standing here and seeing the size of the church coming up these stairs is just so surreal. I can imagine looking at it when it was completely like new and lavish and it was in its prime.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way it is right now is giving it its own sense of feel.
So I can imagine they had these big grand doors when you opened to go into the church, and then you'd have like the aisle down the middle with all the pews on the side, and then in the front would be the altar.
Yeah, you can see the tower and it's completely engulfed by a tree.
Oh my goodness, I actually only noticed that now. That tree is going all the way up to the top. And then this was the altar.
Wow. This is a surreal feeling to be standing here. It is so amazing to witness.
It's actually really so cool that we're actually able to stand in these ruins and we're able to walk around and explore them, because if we were anywhere else in the world, they would have probably cornered all of this off and you'd probably only be able to look from afar. So it's really so nice to be able to physically explore these ruins.
So here we are at the Commissioner's bungalow, as this is where he stayed. And this seems to be massive. Look at this. It is huge. Walking around this island is tiring because it's so big actually.
We had a mansion. Look, you can even see some of the old tiles here, which I assume would be the original flooring.
That is crazy. You can see each one is an individual tile all around. So here was a room, probably a small wall coming there, and this was like an entrance because this tile is going all the way around. And here some of the walls are busy collapsing, but this was all part of his house. I think maybe the house stopped here and this was like a foyer/patio.
And this this must have been all the bedrooms and different rooms inside the house. And from the old pictures, I think it was actually a double-story house. But look at this view. Imagine you waking up to this beautiful view every single day.
You tired, eh, sweetie?
Wow, it's hot and I'm tired, yeah. Getting tongue-tied.
Yeah, that was the view. They probably had all these trees chopped down so that you could have just an amazing view of the Andaman Islands. Our boat is leaving in 5 minutes. And we're on top of the hill. We gotta get going, baby.
We gotta get going. I wish we could stay and explore longer. This is actually a lot of fun to explore these old ruins.
Yeah.
But I think we've gotten the idea of how life used to be like on this island.
I think if I had to do this again, I would just take a boat to this island and then a boat separately or on a different day to North Bay, where we're busy going right now, so that you just have a longer time to truly explore this place, because there's just too much to see, to be honest. I think we've only seen like a quarter of what it has. Oh, maybe 4 minutes till the boat.
Okay.
Fast walk. I doubt they're going to leave us behind.
You never know.
Fast walk, fast walk. It's already 10:02. I think our boat is going to be leaving. Hopefully they have not left us behind. Come, sweetie. Where's our boat? Our blue boat's gone.
I don't know.
Is that not blue?
Is that our boat?
I don't know. I think that's our boat.
No, it can't be.
That boat's going to Port Blair. And we need to go to the lighthouse. This one's orange. Oh goodness. I think our boat has left us behind.
No, I don't think so.
Do you remember what the people look like on our boat? Hi. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Is there a boat going to the lighthouse?
North Bay Island.
North Bay. Is the boat still coming? Going?
Going. Which boat, sir?
I don't know. It was a blue one. They said 150.
150.
I must be here.
Boat name, sir?
I don't know boat name. They leave 150. They leave.
Yes.
Oh geez. Is there a boat here that went already?
This side.
This one went now. What time?
150.
150 it went. Oh.
This way, boat not coming there.
Another boat will come and go to that island. Oh, okay. What time?
5 or 10 minutes.
5 or 10 minutes. Donjavad. Okay, so it seems like our boat has left us. Our boat has left us. No, he said there was a boat that left you at 150. A blue one.
But maybe this one here is coming back for us.
Yeah, he says there's another boat coming, so we can just hop onto that one.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Come on. I think this is the first time we've missed transport in our travels.
There's our boat.
Oh, there's our boat. That's the guy. Travel Sea. So we didn't miss it. It is late.
It is late. And I'm sure they did a few trips while we were exploring.
So it's not the first, or it's not the transport that is on time in India. It is late, like all other Indian
Aren't you
transport.
relieved?
Thank goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. Once again, we have our safeties on and our tummies on. I don't know if the camera is showing this, but this water has got like this turquoisey green color. It's such a beautiful color. Like there you can see some dark blue, and then here is like the light green.
Different shades of blue everywhere. Hopefully while we go and explore the other islands like Havelock Island, we can actually spend some time on the beach and have a swim in the sea.
Alright, so we've just landed here on North Bay Island. Oh! As you can see, there's so many boats that are stopped here. And our goal over here is to go to the top of the lighthouse so that we can actually get an aerial view of all these islands. So here on this island, it seems like one massive tourist trap. This guy's even calling us. So I think they're going to try and sell us some stuff. What's that, my friend? Sea walking. No, I'm good. Hey, thank you. So yeah, people are busy snorkeling and scuba diving in the sea. I don't think this is a spot that we want to do it. We don't even have costumes or anything.
No, not at all.
But it seems like it's a place that you can do it at. Here's costumes as well if you want.
Yeah, like a little flea market here on the side as well. You can learn how to dive. You can go for a semi-submarine ride, which is like a boat that has like a glass bottom.
They have some restaurants here too. Yeah, you can see everyone's calling. I'll come back. Okay. I'll come back. She will go there and I will go here. Wow, the restaurant seems super busy. But I think let's just go straight up to the lighthouse and maybe we can try and grab something there afterwards.
Do you think this is the way to the lighthouse?
I think so. I looked at it from the boat and I think this is the way. Hi.
Hi.
Lighthouse.
That way.
That way, thank you.
North Point Lighthouse, so we're in the right direction.
And here we have some path at least for the lighthouse.
I think you have to pay to get up to the lighthouse.
Foreigners 25, camera 20, and an adult 10. So it'll be about 50 for us to get up there. Oh, another walk. Everything feels so rushed when doing this tour. It's kind of like just go, 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 go.
Yeah, you don't want to be left behind by the boat.
Yeah. And the worst is they say they'll call us once we can go back to Port Blair, but because you don't have a cell phone, we don't really know when it's leaving, and they didn't give us a time either.
Yeah, unfortunately when arriving at Port Blair, there were no SIM cards for sale, so we couldn't actually buy a SIM card. So as soon as we leave the hotel and we're outside Wi-Fi area, we have absolutely no way of communicating. But in a way it makes us a bit more free.
I just learned that we need to exercise more. We are out of breath and tired, yeah.
And it's humid too. Doesn't look like many people are coming to the lighthouse. It seems like they would stay rather at the beach. We'll get some beach time when we go to Havelock Island in our next video. So stay tuned for that.
And here we are at the lighthouse.
Here are solar panels. Do you think these solar panels actually create electricity for the lighthouse?
Probably, and power the light that's coming off
I
it.
would think so, hey?
Definitely. Yeah, battery room. So here's a battery room for the lighthouse. North Point Lighthouse. And a battery room with 7 kVA solar. That is so cool. And there's the batteries. There's a lot of them in there.
Yeah, geez. That's really cool.
I hope these like batteries and solar system are also powering an elevator,
Yeah.
because I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk to the top. Oh wow, it's actually a really cool lighthouse. Check out this, this is incredible. The year 1969. That's a tall lighthouse.
Yep, but we're gonna get to the top if we can. Hello?
I think there's an office. I saw people on top when we were on the boat.
Hello. Yes, please.
You are from?
South Africa. Very far away.
AB de Villiers.
AB de
Yes.
Villiers. Number 1.
Decock.
Number
Yes,
1.
Mr.
Number
De
2.
Kock.
And Ashimamla?
Yeah.
How do we get to the top? We must walk?
Yeah.
No elevator.
By stair.
Oh no, but solar panel doesn't give elevator?
Solar power panel is for power supply.
It's for power supply for the light of the lighthouse. Wow. When did they bring the solar panel? And was this built in 1969?
Yes, sir.
It was, hey? Incredible, man. Thank you. Are you going with us
You
to
have
the
to
top?
remove, no, you have to remove your footwears here.
I have to remove my shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
and
problem.
per head 25 rupees plus for the camera 20 rupees.
Can I pay you when I come down?
Perfect.
Perfect. Thanks.
Outside, when you go outside, 10 minutes. Then you have to come back.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. What's your name?
Sarjeet.
Sarjeet.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Sajid.
Alright, we're going to take off our shoes. I have white socks on.
Yeah, I'm
So I
not
think-
walking in my socks.
I think I'm going to leave my socks here too. Alright, so first time I have to take my shoes off to climb into a lighthouse.
Let's go. Thank you.
Look at this.
We're gonna have to climb so many stairs to get to the top.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Have we ever been in a lighthouse before?
I was just thinking that as well. I think this is the first time we are actually inside a lighthouse. We've seen so many from the outside, but never climbed to the top inside. Hello!
Yeah, they have a board with all the lighthouses. So this is Nicobar, and then the top is Andaman. So we based right on top there at Port Blair. So many lighthouses in this area. Oh, it's hot, eh? I don't know why we need to take off our shoes, as it is pretty dirty in here. Ooh. I think the lighthouse is made completely out of steel. It's not brick and mortar. Wow, we've climbed 2 stories and we still have like another 3 to go.
It's a little bit scary to actually climb these stairs, as when Danny's climbing I can feel the stairs bouncing a little bit. But I think we're going to have a beautiful view once we get to the top.
The Airbnb that we're busy staying at, our host actually works for a company that goes and maintains all the lighthouses within India. So the fact that he has a job tells me that these lighthouses are actually being maintained, and you can actually see it. It's painted, it smells like paint. No screws are coming loose. And this is all just steel, it's all made completely of steel. Woo!
I'm dead. I'm so unfit and it is so hot inside here. It's like a furnace.
None of the windows are open, they're all closed. And because it's steel, it's just like boiling in here. Oh my gosh.
Are we at the top?
I think we're almost at the top.
Ooh. Okie dokie. We have to climb this ladder. Ooh, if you know, heights are not my thing. So this is not fun. But then again it is.
Let's climb. Wow, this is a tight gap, eh?
It is.
Ooh.
The only thing about not wearing shoes is that I think the steel out there is going to be a little bit hot. So, mind your feet.
Oh, yes.
Hot?
Wow, no, it's not at all.
Oh my goodness. You're getting full panoramic views from this lighthouse.
That's where we stopped. And here's the lights inside the lighthouse. But look at this. This is incredible.
So you can just see the jungle on this side and this beautiful bay. Port Blair is in the distance over there with all the houses, and then that is Ross Island where we were before, and I think Havelock Island is somewhere down this side, but I can't see it.
There it is down there.
Oh, there it is. You can get a little glimpse of Havelock Island, but otherwise there is nothing else in sight. Completely on an island.
Here you can see a little bit of the beach, and look how clear and blue the water is. And there's so many palm trees. I mean, look at all the palm trees around. Palm tree, palm tree, palm tree, palm tree. It's incredible.
It's paradise, actually.
And the wind is quite refreshing.
The Andaman and Nicobar Islands were never on my radar because I actually didn't know about them, but I'm so happy that you guys told us about them, because this should honestly be on everybody's bucket list. It's stunning around here.
Check how high we are. See, it's beautiful. Here on the islands of Andaman, India. Who ever thought? I'm actually amazed at how they just allow people to come here without supervision, because the light is right here. I think they actually use this cloth so that it's not a completely bright light, it like dampers the light so that the people in the water don't get blinded. Because I can see the cloth, check, is only where the sea is facing, as this open part here is only land. Whew. The time to go down. So it's currently been about 2.5 hours since we left Port Blair, and it feels a lot longer, to be honest.
It's been a long day in the sun.
Yeah.
But I think if I had to do it again, I'd get a separate boat to go to Ross Island so that you have more time to explore there, and then come here on a different day so that you actually get the time to do all the activities around here. But I've enjoyed it nonetheless.
Yeah, it has been fun. We're still going to go and travel other islands here in Andaman, and we're going to go and explore all the beautiful beaches that India has to offer. So we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe.
And follow us on the rest of our Andaman adventures. Check at this. Look how much jellyfish are here. This is insane. And even on this side of the boat. Look at this. Look how clear it is, and then check how black it is from all the jellyfish. That's insane. And on here they want people to scuba dive and snorkel.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Count me out.